Alrighty. Rock and a roll. Something shut off here. Oh, I've actually done a couple of these videos, but I never put them up in the last few weeks. So let's do this one to actually upload tonight, maybe, huh? It's Friday. It is May 31st. Last day of May 2013. Ye frickin' haw. I got really dirty glasses. Actually, I've had these for a couple of years now. 3 years? Maybe 4? I got some scratches in them. Maybe it's time to go get another pair, get another backup pair. Oh, got up a little earlier than normal today and got the grass cut, so I don't have to worry about that tomorrow. I'm not working this weekend. We are going to run down and go grab some fuel, though. We need some gasoline. Now we don't need it, but still got 3/8 of a tank left. But let's go ahead and fill her up. It's payday yesterday. Did it while I got the cash sitting there, not when I absolutely need it. But yeah, overtime is dying off. Spent a couple late nights at work this week, but this weekend is all voluntary. Last weekend was all voluntary. I took last weekend off as well, as you saw in my videos. Put that frame pretty well buttoned up, other than a little bit of touch-up welding. Some voids and seams and whatnot. I was going to try to close that out today, or this weekend, get it all welded up, get my welder back from Kevin, but I'm going to hold off on that. I'm going to concentrate on getting the Cadillac finished up. Then I can put the frame in the garage and do it all right there. Do my painting and everything, and then she'll be indoors. Hit the Valero across the road there. $4.15 a gallon for regular. Holy. What was it, $4.19 at the 76 here. I quit going to that Tom Thumb just because they don't have the ethanol free fuel anymore. Got a few tanks worth out of it, but alrighty, let me go fill this thing up. I'll let you know what we got. And we're back. Was what I put in? $68? Was it $68? 16.753 gallons for 263 miles. Odometer reset. .45 in the PM. We are now off to work. Last night we heard the boss say we will be done by 11 tonight. So he's not holding us for overtime this evening. I hope that's true. I'll take the old 2-lane here to the 20th. So I didn't make it to Tank Fest. Oh well, it was just wet. I spent a chunk of the day on Sunday at that car show in the rain. So I decided, just stay home. Did a lot of editing of the videos that you guys saw. Nothing else sitting on the hard drive to upload, so but no, it was fun doing that frame. WRX with a loud exhaust. Those boxers sure sound kind of neat. Those little flat fours. Trying to lane. Could be using the turn lane there, but it's such a hard concept for some people. Yeah, I should be out by 11. You guys will hear all about it if I'm not. This weekend I'm not planning to go anywhere. Tomorrow we're going to attempt to get the Cadillac buttoned up. It's supposed to be like this all weekend. It's dry, 20% chance of rain. It's probably cloudy like this, but need to get that caddy out. If I get the window rolled up, maybe I'll start working on those door bins. Once that's buttoned up, give her a good bath. Press on with cleaning up that interior. All the kitties are getting out of school. Cut the speed down. Boeing news, we are flying again. Probably told you that a few videos back, but we're flying and we are delivering birds again. Which is very good news. I don't know how many we've delivered, but I think I read something online the other day that by the end of this week or real early next week, all airlines that are flying our airplanes should have their birds back in the air. All the 787s will be back in active service. Good deal. First wave of layoffs kicks in next Friday, unfortunately. We'll be losing a lot of good friends. Hopefully they'll be back. Boeing saying that sometime around September they may be bringing 400 and some people back out of the 900 that they laid off. Of course, they just announced another 250 last week. 60 more mechanics. But yeah, there's a couple of people that really hate to see them go. They're really good workers. There's a few that, yeah, you know, get rid of them, go away, hope they find something else and don't come back. But just have to wait and see. It's the nature of the business we're in. Boeing also announced today they're going to be moving a lot of the engineering out of Washington State down to Southern California, which I thought they just moved a bunch of people up from Southern California. It was probably from the C-17 program, but move them down to Southern California, Long Beach area, and out to South Carolina. They're also thinking about opening up a large engineering center in Kiev. Is that the Ukraine? They've got one in Moscow. So a lot of this is just to help support the worldwide fleet that we have. Boeing is an American company, but geez, I don't think it's 10% of our product stays within our borders. The majority of the airplanes that we build go overseas. Yesterday I was driving this thing into work and had a rattle in the back, metallic rattle, and I was like, what's that? I couldn't duplicate it when the truck was parked, but it seemed to be only when I was on the throttle. And I got to thinking that, oh yeah, I got a bunch of little tiny chunks of scrap from when we were working on the frame that I just threw in the bed of this thing. So when I was fueling there, I picked them all up, put them into one corner of the bed. haven't heard that rattle yet, so. I thought it was one of my exhaust tips was coming loose again. Got one where the stainless steel clamp keeps popping. But they were all tight, so. Let's see, as of today, 2 more weeks and I get vacation time again. I get the big 6-year mark at Boeing. Very excited for that. Not only for the vacation, but what's this guy gonna do? Get on it, Bubba. Get on it. Now the blinker comes on. Now we hit the gas. Yeah, I get the big pay raise in 2 weeks too. 34 or 35 bucks an hour or something like that. Next Friday we get a cost of living allowance, 17 cents an hour. So that's a pay raise I get. Everybody under my union gets that, so. It's funny when we get cost of living and everybody's all excited and happy. They do take it away. I've lost a few cents, not money. Probably 20 cents over my 6 years. But I've also gained, probably, if I had to guess, close to $1.50, maybe $2 an hour cost of living. But boy, when they take 2 or 3 cents away, you should hear the people complain at work. Holy cow, you thought the world was going to end. The nice thing about that is COLAs are generated quarterly, whether it's gain or a loss or no change. Come on, Oz. I'm being real nice today, but everybody's just being slow. Should have his tailgate up too. But they go from September to September. September 1st or 7th. I think 7th is our I don't know what you call it, our contract year. And once we hit September, any COLAs generated for the previous year are locked in. They cannot take them away. So if we generated negative COLA for that first quarter of the contract year, we don't lose anything. So if we go negative 10 cents, then yeah, we have to gain a minimum of 10 cents in the next quarter or throughout the year to gain anything on the COLAs. So that's kind of nice. The biggest one I saw was 28 cents. So yeah, there may be a buck and a half, $1.25 that I've gained in my 6 years. Hey, I'm not complaining. We had one where it was 3 cents an hour. Boy, you should have heard the people complain about that one too. Only 3 cents an hour. Hey, Boeing can afford to give us more. Well, it's not Boeing that's really giving us this. It's negotiated through the contract with the union. It's funny how greedy people get when it comes to money. I'm starting to get to that point in my life where I'm making enough to be comfortable. And with this next big paycheck, pay raise, it's just going to be above and beyond, basically. That's my new car, which I have never bought in my life. Almost 37 years old here, never had a new car. I'm going to start putting more money on each month on the mortgage for the house. Start whittling that down faster. That's more money to do stuff for you guys too. More money to put into the Oldsmobile. Kind of deep down hoping that Cadillac gets out of the garage this weekend. At least get the window fixed. I don't have to have the door pins replaced, but get the window fixed so I can park it back outside, throw it under the cover. Get that frame in by Sunday, I hope. start doing some cleanup on it. Actually, I think I snagged my pressure washer back from the cabin. I should probably blast the frame with that because there's a lot of dirt on the inside rails. I think I've got some semi-gloss black. Start scuffing up the paint that's on that thing and may hit a primer again. And again, I may not. Scuff it up and just go over with another layer of paint and see how it lasts. But I can do the front and around the motor and all that. Save the new metal for when I get that all. Oh, excuse me. Get all the little voids cleaned up. See, like I mentioned in the welding video, that Ken's got kit into paint. Probably another week to go yet. Kind of funny when he was originally wanted to do this, he wanted to take it down to Earl Shibe, I think it's the guy, the local paint business, for $4.99. They were going to spray it with black, and he was all gung-ho about that, and I says, you're not going to be happy with it. I took it to this body shop, and he gave them $700 or $900. They've been going over some of the body work that he missed, and they found a few things that he did miss. So it's going to cost a few bucks more, because right now it's looking at about $2,000. Kind of had to laugh at him a little bit and say, see, told you so. If you want it done right, it's going to cost you. See, the bridge collapse. I think they've got the debris cleaned up. They've got a temporary bridge ready to go into place. I guess they've got all the parts. They're basically going to be bolted and some welding to put it all together. Then they're just going to drop it into place. That'll get the highway open back up. But we're just waiting on the National Traffic Safety Board right now to finish up with their investigation and give us the okay to open that back up. So the state just says they want it, hopefully have it done by mid-June, and then work on a permanent repair replacement. I don't know if they're going to do the whole span or just that one little section. I think they should do the whole thing. I would guess they're going to do the whole thing, because it's 5 or 6 sections that complete the whole span. This one got knocked down by a truck with an oversized load, and the others are the same design, so let's just say they won't get knocked down too. Oh. Went to bed too late, got up a little too early. But the yard's mowed. That was on the list for tomorrow, so I'm working a day ahead. Like this truck coming up on the left. Chevy, nice looking rig. 2-wheel drive, 3/4 ton, white letter tires, stock steel wheels. Clean looking rig. Things to do this weekend at the house. knocked out. It's supposed to be pretty nice weather. Next week, nice weather again. Yeah, I have not heard that rattle back there, so that was just that little chunk of scrap floating around. Some training earlier this week for the emergency locator transmitter, the ELT. There have been quite a few inadvertent activations. It's a switch up in the cockpit and the flight deck that when you hit that and it stays on for more than a couple seconds, it sends a signal out that says, hey, there's a problem. That's a big fine. Go through a little bit of training if we accidentally bump that, what to do, how to turn it off, and then who to notify. The excitement for this week. The workload's really slowing down. We're going through some construction back at the back end of my factory. The first components for the Dash 9, 787-9 have showed up, so that's going to be a slowdown on the surge line. I'm not expected to get my next airplane for, I think, till the end of June, early July. I don't know what they're going to do with us for a month. I think today or tomorrow, I think Monday is my last day on my current airplane, and then I won't have a plane to work. Be a lot of factory cleanup, I'm sure. There were rumors going around of a potential voluntary furlough if you want to take a few days off, it won't go against you type thing. I don't know, if they offered it to me, I'd probably take it. As long as it didn't rain the whole time. But I haven't heard anything about that in the last day or two. One thing about this place, rumors fly like crazy. We got 205. Beginnings of first shift are just starting to sneak out. Actually, I take that back. They're off. Most of our guys are off at 1:30 now. Although I see Mr. Cook's truck is still here, so we'll meet up with him for a little bit and BS. On the left. Hard to believe that truck's almost got 190,000 miles on it. Home away from home. Alrighty, we'll catch y'all after the sun's down. Bye-bye. Holy cow. Getting out of here at 11. Boss had us doing a little bit of cleanup, and half the crew showed up to help with cleanup. The other half just sat around waiting for the little end of shift meeting to start. Those of us that were there cleaning up, we said about 5 minutes early, says, alright, you guys can go ahead and start getting your stuff ready. You can get out of here. Just don't be caught standing at the time clock. He made the others all stay right up till 11. And I am. That's warm enough. Let's get out of here. I'm ready to go home. Hell, we got to go. Get this guy across. Don't need to be running over pedestrians on a mad dash to the freeway. Whew. Sad thing about it was this was a short week, only 4 days. What's this van gonna do? What are you gonna do here? Get on it. Whipping around the corner like you own the damn place and then slam on the brakes. So yeah, I got the grass mowed this morning. Don't have to worry about that on the list. I don't know, I may hit the grocery store on the way home tonight, just get a couple things. And again, I may just wait till tomorrow. And now we're gonna wait for a green light. For a cold motor, right? Better way to warm it up. Yeehaw. Oh, you know, some of those times when you just want to get the hell out. That was today. It wasn't a particularly rough day, but just glad it's over. Really nice weekend. Stuck behind a bunch of slowpokes. You just want to go. Hell, I got to go. Got me a freshly fueled V8 and a whole bunch of slow cars. Transit bus. Clear in the center, clear on the left. Lane change complete, signal off. Watch the traffic way up the road, make sure we don't rear end somebody. Yeah, one more week, we're losing all the layoff people. Most of them are taking it pretty good. Like I said before, though, I really hope they'll all be back. Well, not all of them. I really hope the good ones will be back. There are a few people that didn't show up today that didn't really miss. They didn't slow us down at all. Made our job commitment for the night, which was, geez, I can't remember now. I think we had to get 35 jobs to break even, and we hit 47, so we are ahead of the game. And then those people that are working tomorrow, weekends don't count as manufacturing days, so that's just extra on top of all the behind schedule stuff that we had on too. So did talk to Ken today. I think they said that tomorrow or Monday they're going to start painting kit. He's still going through doing some of the body work, finalizing that. I've mentioned it before on the videos. I was trying to tell him you know, it's neat that he's making the Knight Rider car. Yeah, I think it's a neat car. I think it's a great project. There are a lot of them out there, yes. But I says, do something to make it a little bit different than all the others. Put a little custom touch on it somehow. And I says, you ought to just, on the bottom side of the doors, or the lower valance there, just ghost in, you know, KITT, K-I-T-T, stood for the Knight Industries 2000. I says, just spell that out on the bottom of the door. Just ghost it in so it's hardly even noticeable. I think I finally convinced him of that today. We'll see. He says he was going to call the body shop and just see what that would cost. Have to find the decal or the template and all that. And I told him just take a, when they're, have them spray it in their black base coat, and then have them go over, add some gold metallic to the black, and just spray that where the lettering, for the lettering, and then just clear over the whole thing. Just something to make it stand out just a little bit. Something where somebody walks up to it at a show or something and they say, was that on the show? It looks good. And then it's personalized a little bit more. But not something, you know, don't do it in just flat out gold paint or whatever. Something's going to stand out so blatant and garish. Just a little hint. Said he was going to call the body shop and see what they were going to charge him to do that. But yeah, he's getting pretty excited. There is at the LeMay Car Museum on the 31st of August, I believe he was saying, is a car show, and it sounds like it's going to be movie and television show cars is the theme. Is what he was saying. I want to try to find out some more info. I made a note in my calendar on the phone. Maybe make a point to head down there. I'm sure there'll be lots of General Lees, lots of KITTs, lots of A-Team vans. We'll see how many Wagon Queen family trucksters are down there. So, yep, made a note. I have to go cruise on down because I really like to see the museum. And then go see what kind of car show they got going on. Can't quite tell if the camera's showing fuzzy. That's just my screen. Can't really tell. I have to watch the video. I guess it may be pretty solid, pretty clear. Number 123 for 2 more days. It is the first, it's a regional carrier in Australia, but it's owned by Qantas. I can't remember what the carrier name is. As we get further along into our production run, we'll start to run into more and more airlines that we haven't built for yet for us. I'm sure these are, you know, all very common for the other lines. Holy cow, zipping along at 73 right now. 73 and a 60. Start uploading it tonight. Start playing tomorrow. Ken said he may stop by. And I'm going to work on the Cadillac tomorrow. That's the goal. Remind me, I got to go put the, I want to go plug the charger in. Let's do a trickle charge on that battery overnight. I was going to try that earlier today, but I forgot all about it. sure she'll start tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a real mild evening out there tonight. Not exactly warm, but it's not cool too much. Get home, open up the doors and windows a little bit, let some fresh air into the house, let the cats out to play, throw something in the stove for dinner. Just start planning for tomorrow. Stupid and hit the brakes. I'm going to pass you. It'll let you merge in front of me. We're down to 60 and he's still taking his sweet time back there. Watching the car ads last weekend for Memorial Day, I had some pretty decent prices on cruises. I didn't see anything for Focuses. But, the LS, which is the 1.8 liter, not the 1.4 turbo, so not quite the highest gas mileage, for $15,200, I think it was. That's the car I'd probably wind up buying. I'd like to get one for around $15,000. We'll wait till September, hit the big year-end sale basically, and see what we can't finagle. Keep her down around 15,000. You know, part of me wants to go for the 1.4 with the turbo to get that, what is it, extra 1 or 2 miles to the gallon. But that's, you know, they tack $2,000 onto the price just for that little motor. Then you got to worry about that turbo. There's maintenance with turbos. Well, not maintenance, but that's another wear point. Turbos have bearings in them too that go out. Even though it's a really low yield turbo, it's still probably going to be $1,000, $1,500 when the time comes to replace that thing. Turbos don't last forever. Probably just wind up with the naturally aspirated 1.8 with the 6-speed, and that's still rated at 36 miles to the gallon. And then throw a K&N on there and see if maybe they got exhaust for them. I haven't looked for that. I did look online today at Tire Rack and just looking at nice wheels for them, because the LS comes with the wheel covers, and then go get the low rolling resistance tires with a good all-weather rating. They had a couple of them there. You know, it'd be another $1,000. You got to personalize a little bit. So that money you save for the good motor, just go for the nice lighter weight wheels. Do the plus size, do the 17-inch, because they look pretty sharp. If I go that route. Jeez, we're driving so slow. Let's go ahead and hit the grocery store. What the hell? Let's get that done tonight. I'm not going to use daylight hitting there. some lunch stuff and some dinner stuff. It's all good. Gotta remember too, this thing's getting close to needing an oil change. I think it was 171.5 and I'm at 171.2 right now, so middle of next month. Ooh, Slick's got his high beams on behind us. But yeah, today I put what's called window reveals in. When you're sitting in the passenger seat looking out the window and you got that Lexan plastic right next to your nose there with a little trim piece that goes all the way around the window. That's what I put in. Yesterday I put in a bunch of what we call strong backs, which is the basically the stow bins. I don't put the doors on that actually flop down. I just put the what would you call it, the box that the door mounts to. Pin those into place. Plug in the wiring for all the little lighting and everything that's associated with that. Strong backs have the LED lighting that these interiors on the 87s are known for. So yeah, we're making progress. We're gonna have about 3 weeks without an airplane. The boss says he has lots of little side projects lined up for us that we can do to kill time. Hopefully make the factory a better working environment. Gotta watch this stretch of road. Usually right on the right here there's a little turnout. There's sometimes a highway patrol car sitting there. Right in there. You can't see them till you're past them. Some nice shrubs to hide behind. So it is 35 through here. Basically hit the top of that hill. It's 35 mile an hour down from 55. Gas didn't drop while we were at work. Still $4.19 a gallon there. Safeway. See if this guy's gonna block the whole entrance, which he is. It's such a big truck. Alrighty, head you guys, and off we go into the store. And our grocery shopping's done. I know there's things I'll need to pick up, but I didn't get this time, but we'll pick it up later in the weekend. So that, I think, is pretty much going to be about it for the videos for tonight. So I can't really think anything else. So I can turn my headlights on. Looks like a K5 there with a big old giant lift on her. Remember to buy a book of stamps. Down in the last couple. What are they charging over here? $3.99 a gallon for Safeway gas. Cheap stuff. Don't think I'll be buying much of that anymore after the way this thing is running on it. Newer car is probably a little better, but not so much the old Chevy truck.
1150. It's not too bad. Well, you know, they're $3.95 a gallon over here. Cheap stuff. I like hitting that Valero across the street though, because Valero is one of the few stations that gets their gasoline from American oil sources. Everybody else usually gets it from the foreign places, so, well, it cost me a couple cents more, but, you know, shop American, buy American, or whatever country you're in, you know, it's better for your economy if you buy locally. There's the Jeep Cherokee there, nice looking rig. I need to get mine back on the road. Need to button up that Cadillac. Need to get the exhaust leak fixed on the 84. This thing's probably going to need an oil change. Need to start working on the Oldsmobile. Holy. Need to go buy a new car so we don't have to worry about all of them. There's a rig for you, huh? Get one of them out in the field and go race it. Probably crack in half. Lake Stevens PD. Probably my neighbor across the street complaining that I'm being too quiet. First he makes a bunch of noise, then he doesn't make any noise at all. What the hell? Alrighty, home sweet home. Going in this bugger now and check the mail. Get inside, get you all edited. Well, that yard looks so nice. And then tomorrow we will start enjoying a full 2-day weekend. Oh, I missed that turn. It's okay. That's a straight shot. Look at all that garbage. The bike was standing up when we left. Got a flat tire on it, so see how long it stays there. Yet I'm the one that gets the cops called on me. Love neighbors. Alrighty, we will catch y'all probably tomorrow on some fun, exciting stuff, and y'all be good. Bye-bye.